All right, so we're going to look at order of operations using BEDMAS. So again, BEDMAS uses brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to look at the brackets. So if I was told to evaluate is just a fancy way of saying find the answer. Okay, and that usually comes after simplifying. So when I look at this expression, first thing I notice is, again, do brackets first. And I can see that there is a work to do in a bracket, so 10 plus 6. So when I go to the next line, I drop an equal sign. Every line must start with 1. And we do the work in the bracket. So 10 plus 6 is 16. So we're going to do that just like that and leave everything the same. As I move down the list, next thing is exponents. So we've done brackets. Try that again. There we go. And next we're going to do exponents. So do I see any exponents in my expression? The answer is yes. So you can see I have a 2 to the power of 2, or 2 squared. All right. So 2, 16 minus, and then 2 squared. 2 times 2 is 4. Kind of reminds me of that time when 4 tried to ask out 5, but it was 2 squared. Zing. All right, let's keep it moving here. So we've done our exponents. Next up, is there any division or multiplication? So what we do is we look, we say 2 and 16, we're going to multiply those because, again, if you see a number with the bracket, you can multiply those two. So 2 times 16 is 32. Subtract 4, and we've looked at that. And then we go last one, and you can see we have just one step of subtraction. And 32 minus 4 is 28. And that about does it there. So just remember, follow BEDMAS, and you'll do just fine. If you're unsure, always underline the work you want to do. Make sure you do it on the next line. Make sure there's always equal signs at the beginning. All right, for part 2, I've got a little bit of a trickier question here. You'll notice that we have both round brackets and square brackets. We call this nested brackets, one inside the other. If you're ever faced with that, again, the rules of BEDMAS are still going to apply. But what we're going to do is you always start with the inner set of brackets. So I'm going to start by doing the work in the round bracket that's right here. So what I'm going to do is look inside that bracket first and try BEDMAS again. So when I look at the work inside there, so 20 divided by 4 plus 2 squared, first thing I would do is look at the exponent, because exponents come before division. So let's do that work first. So we drop an equal sign, and write out the rest of my expression. And then 2 squared is 4. Once again, I think this time 4 tried to ask out 6, but it was 2 squared. Man, I can't catch a break. So from here, I look at any work that can be done in those brackets. So I see division could come before addition. So we'll say 20 divided by 4. And we'll quickly throw that in there. So we have 3 squared plus 20 divided by 4. That's 5 plus 4. There we go. And again, there's still work to do in the bracket. So we're going to take 5 and add 4 to that. Okay, so 3 squared plus 5 plus 4 is 9, and I can take away the round brackets because there is no more work to do. At this point, you could use round brackets around the 3 squared plus 9, or you can keep it simple and just keep it the same. No big deal. So now that I've done the inner set of brackets, I can look at the square brackets. And the first thing I notice is that, again, following BEDMAS, I see an exponent, 3 squared. So let's do that first. So 3 squared is 9, plus 9 again. And the last set in that bracket, 9 plus 9. That's the last bit of work to do in there. So that's going to be 30 minus 9 plus 9 is 18. And we can finally do the last step, 30 minus 18. So there we go. 30 minus 18, if memory serves, that is 12. All right. So again, following the steps, always make sure that you do inner brackets first, do any work involved, and then move to the outer brackets and go from there. Hope it helps. Good luck. Rock on, my friends. Like and subscribe.